This video is produced by the UCD Math Support Centre in conjunction with the UCD Access Centre. In this video we will be looking at sequences. So what is a sequence? A number sequence is a set of numbers that follow a pattern or a rule. So for sequences we have finite and infinite sequence. So a finite sequence has a fixed number of terms and an infinite sequence has an infinite number of terms. So if we look at an example of a sequence, minus 2, minus 5, minus 8, minus 11, minus 14, minus 17, and so on. Each term has a difference of 3, so we're subtracting 3 each time to get our next new term. So the rule here is that we are subtracting 3. Another example being half, 2/3, 3/4, 4/5, and so on. We can see there's a pattern here where the bottom number of the first fraction becomes the top number of the next, and they are ascending just like the natural numbers. Another example is 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, and so on. This is the Fibonacci sequence. This follows a rule, and this pops up all over nature, and it's a very useful sequence. In this course though, we are mostly considered with arithmetic and geometric sequences and series. So an arithmetic sequence is a sequence that follows a specific rule. So if the rule is to add or subtract a number each time, we give it the name an arithmetic sequence. The number being added or subtracted each time is called the common difference. So if we go back to the example from the previous page, the first one we saw was minus 2, minus 5, minus 8, and so on. We can see already that this may be an arithmetic sequence, as it seems to meet the criteria that we just seen. So we call the first term in the sequence A, and the common difference is D. So if we look at the even numbers, 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on, we can see that for this sequence A is equal to 2, and we do have a rule, is that we're adding 2 each time. So our common difference here is equal to 2. The other type then that we're interested in is the geometric sequence. So if the rule is to multiply or divide by a number each time, we call it a geometric sequence. So instead of adding a number, we are now multiplying by or dividing by a number. The number that is being multiplied or divided each time is called the common ratio, denoted by the letter R. We again call the first term A. So if we look at a quick example, 3, 5, 75, 375. For this sequence, A is equal to 3, A being the first term, and we can see that it does indeed follow a rule, the rule being that we are multiplying each term by 5 to get our next term. So, because we're multiplying by 5, it is a geometric sequence, so the common ratio, denoted by R, is equal to 5.